Hey guys, your boy Jehuty here, and we're doing another Season 4 changelog video. Today we're tackling Link Xiaoyu, and without further ado, let's get into her new move. Her new move, Feathered Fan, down back 2. It's a low that also high crushes, and it comes out at 18 frames, does 13 damage, and leaves her at plus 5 on hit. On counter it even leaves her at plus 18. However, despite this sounding like a large number, she doesn't get anything guaranteed, but it's definitely her turn afterwards to mix up the opponent. Of course, despite it being a low, it is still safe, so it is minus 8 on block. And it tracks fairly well, especially if the person is sidewalking. However, if you do time it very well, your sidestep can in some cases also sidestep it. Now let's continue with the other changes to our moveset. So we have forward 1+2, and what's happened here is increase the lower range of the attack. So most probably some moves were going underneath it which shouldn't, but now that should be less of the case, let me put it like that. So that's a little buff there. Then we have down forward 1, and this has undergone many changes. First up, it's gotten a damage buff. It used to do 11, now it does 13 damage. And of course, on hit it used to be plus 7, and now it's plus 9. So now it's even more oppressive on hit, and it's also been buffed on block. So it used to be minus 4 on block, now it's minus 2 on block. So overall that's a big buff for Xiaoyu. So this move in itself leaves Xiaoyu in back turn, but there's also a version which doesn't put her in back turn by holding the down forward input. And what's transferred over here is the damage buff, so 13 damage instead of 11. However, the other buffs to advantage on hit and advantage on block don't transfer over. So next up is everyone's favorite down back 1, and what you notice right here is that it's been given a clean hit property. So first thing change is that it used to do 30 damage, now it does 25. However, what you're seeing here with the clean hit property is that it actually hits at 37 damage. So that's a buff and somewhat a nerf depending on the situation you find yourself using this move. Now we have back 3, and this move's also undergone a couple of changes. So first things first, change the frame advantage upon hits from plus 7 to plus 8, so that's a little buff for Xiaoyu there. And then of course, when the move hits as a counter hit, then Xiaoyu recovers 1 frame faster. So it's been buffed a bit in those two regards, but it's also been buffed in terms of behavior on block. So when this move is blocked, it used to be plus 2, now it's plus 3, so that's overall a buff for the whole move. Now let's look at While Rising 1-4, and there are 2 changes here. So to the first hit, what they've done is increase the move's reach. So if you ask me, it doesn't look that much buffed, but maybe it's just a minor buff to the move's distance. So now it should hit from a further range. Then we have the second hit, and what's happened here is that increase the move's forward movement, decreasing the distance between the character and the opponent. So this most likely adds up with the first move, and it's more of consistency, you know. Maybe the second move in certain cases at tip range would not connect, but now it will definitely connect more consistently. So now let's look at some changes to her lows out of back turn. First up, we have out of back turn down 3. This has received a damage buff. It used to do 10, now it does 12 damage. And then the next buff to her low out of back turn is out of back turn down 4. So there are 2 changes here. The first one is adjusted the motion since it was difficult for the opponent in a jump status to land a mid attack. So it's more of that consistency thing which we've been seeing in Season 4. So now hop kicks or moves that function similarly should land more consistently and crush the slow. However, the big trade-off here is that now on counter hit, this gives Xiaoyu a launcher. However, what you're also noticing is that if this move connects from Xiaoyu's right side, so when she's slightly off axis, what's going to happen is that you're not going to be granted the counter hit, just so that you know. So we're almost done. So now we have out of Art of Phoenix 4. So this move has received 2 changes. One is on hit. It's been buffed. It used to be plus 7 frames on hit, and now Xiaoyu is left at plus 8 on hit. And then we've also gotten a buff on block. It used to be minus 4 on block, now it's minus 3 on block, so buffs all around. So the last change goes to her Art of Phoenix up, forward, neutral 3, or also just up, neutral 3, or up, back, neutral 3. Doesn't matter if you're jumping forward, backward, or at the same spot. And what they've buffed here is that they've increased the lower range of the attack. So this move has low crushing properties, and most likely certain moves were going under it, and with this, that shouldn't be the case as much anymore. So that about concludes all of Link Xiaoyu Season 4 changes. Overall, I feel that Xiaoyu's been buffed quite a bit, especially her low poke game with her new move and one of her low pokes now giving her a counter hit launcher. Thank you for watching this video till to the end. Check out my other stuff. I have other changelog videos and guides on Tekken and some other stuff as well. Consider subscribing because that helps me the most. Leave a like, that helps as well. And I accept feedback in the comment section as well. So, this has been your boy Jehuty, and I'll see you on the next one.